My presentation is on the Loma Prieta earthquake of 1989. So this is a map that shows exactly where it was in California. So some background information is that this earthquake occurred in California in 1989. The epicenter located near the Santa Cruz Mountains caused a 6.9 magnitude earthquake. The earthquake was created after a slip in the San Andreas Fault occurred. The shaking lasted around 10 to 15 seconds, and the San Andreas Fault was located between the North American Plate and the Pacific Plate. During the earthquake, the Pacific Plate moved northwest by 6.2 feet and upward by 4.3 feet. So on to the human impact. So with the earthquake having a 6.9 magnitude, there was serious damage to the homes, businesses, and infrastructure. According to the California Department of Conservation, damage and business interruption estimates reached as high as $10 billion, with direct damage estimated at $6.8 billion. The earthquake even caused a section of the Bay Bridge to collapse, making it unusable for a month. Liquefaction played a role in the amount of damage caused by this earthquake because the grounds were not strong enough to hold the building structures. The earthquake was said to have caused 63 deaths and nearly 3,800 injuries. This was the strongest earthquake to hit the area since the San Francisco earthquake of 1906. Now onto the environmental impacts. So this earthquake caused landsliding in the Santa Cruz Mountains, along coastal bluffs and sea cliffs along the San Mateo County coastlines. They found evidence of ground deformation by looking at the patterns of damage to pavement and underground pipes. Wildlife was affected due to their habitats being damaged by the earthquake's destruction. The Marina District in San Francisco is the area that faced most of the damage. This earthquake was regional, and ABAG produced maps that showed citizens in the state how likely they were to be affected by the earthquake. Now on to lessons learned. So following this earthquake, FEMA started a project called Building a Disaster-Resistant Community. They created this project to help reduce the impact of future threatening events. The USGS also increased efforts to communicate earthquakes, hazard information, and research findings to a broad audience. This article also states that the USGS and several cooperators with financial support from the American Red Cross and the United Way produced a popular educational pamphlet. The next big earthquake in the Bay Area may come sooner than you think. The USGS also teamed up with the Institute for Business and Home Safety to help minimize the death, injury, property damage, economic losses, and human suffering rates caused by earthquakes and other natural disasters. The USGS also published a few videos to help inform the public about earthquakes and general information on how to be prepared. And here are my sources. And that completes my presentation.